Hello, everyone. Yes, we are here today to introduce one of our speakers for the Funding Your Future Summit. We are so excited about all the awesome information that's going to be shared and all the awesome people that's going to be sharing it. Okay. So today I have the pleasure of introducing and interviewing today Faren Franklin, and we're going to learn a little bit more about her and what she's going to be sharing. So let me read a little bit from her bio. So, Faren Franklin is the CEO of Maven Solutions, a human resources company and a real estate investor. Maven Solutions offers services to help entrepreneurs alleviate the burden of working alone by hiring staff, both virtually and in person, as they grow and scale their businesses. She also serves as the real estate investor, and she has experience in single family renovations, tenant management, hospitality management, and that is through building a short term rental business. This is a busy lady, you guys, and I am awesome to have her here today. Hey, Miss Farron.
Hey, I'm so excited to be here.
Yes, and I am so excited to have you here today. I am so excited, girl. And this summit, I cannot wait. Now, even though you're going to be virtual, it is okay because we know the folks going to want to know what you got to share, honey. This is some good stuff, especially as solopreneurs. We need to know how to hire folks, you know what I'm saying, to help us out because we be trying to do everything. We try to do everything. We're doing too much and can't get nothing done because we need some help, right? So you're going to be
Exactly.
talking a little bit about that and also about real estate investing,
Yes.
something I am so very interested in. So just to start us off, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, yes. So super excited about the summit and sharing all the information that I have to give and hearing everyone else too, because you having some amazing lineup. But so to answer your question a bit about myself, I am from Texas. That's kind of why I'm not attending the summit in person. I'm
Mhm.
from Texas, but next year I'll be there in person if you host it again.
Oh, yeah.
So Texas girl, born and raised in Texas, from a small town about an hour outside of Houston. I've had the entrepreneur bug since about 6 years old, but
Mm.
that's another story for another day. Always been passionate about real estate, but I went on to go to college, graduated from Texas A&M University with a bachelor's in marketing. Started my career in human resources and gained I'm nearly 15 years of experience. So I
Wow.
have comprehensive HR experience and decided to leverage that. Also, I went on and got my master's in organizational development, so that um, piqued my interest even more in the field of human resources. So, decided to utilize that, leverage that to start my company, Maven Solutions, all while figuring out a way to bring in my real estate passion. So, I found a way to marry the two, and
Okay.
so doing that, I've done a lot in real estate. I've done a single family renovation, working on doing some multifamily developments. And what I'm talking about at the summit, though, is short-term rentals. This is a very booming market right now, and I don't see it going anywhere, especially with the era of digital nomads and people traveling in different traveling patterns. So, short-term rentals are here to stay. So, and the barrier of entry is pretty low, so anyone can do it. And I want to tell everyone how to do that. So, I do short-term rentals as well. And then also my company, Maven Solutions, is an HR company. When I say I married the two, is because real estate professionals, any professionals, I will say, any business owner, you're likely starting off as a solopreneur working by yourself. But I think everyone needs to understand the importance of building a team because we can go so much further when we're not working alone. So, my company provides virtual professionals, also known as virtual assistants, to small business owners to help them grow and scale their businesses all at an affordable rate.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Girl, that's a lot. That's awesome. And look, and you're young. I don't know how old you are, but you're young doing all this stuff.
I
And
want to tell it,
I am
but I'm glad you
so
think so.
impressed. I am so impressed. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
That is awesome. So, who are some of the people that you kind of serve? Who is like your target audience when it comes to your your short-term rental business?
Okay, so excuse me. Starting off, the first unit I got within my short-term rental business was a larger unit. It was a 4 bedroom, 4 bath, and it's based in a college city. So that house has been uh, a, a space for everyone from the age of 16 to probably in their, no, not probably, I know for sure in their 80s. It's great for large groups of people. So, and there are a lot of people coming in on game days and different college events. So, and the house has a yard and a patio area. So it's great for families or friends getting together. But what we found happening, so this is an example of how you can have to get creative sometimes. So
Mhm.
what we found happening was that we were being booked um, solely on the weekends, because that's when large groups of people would travel in, which was fine because it was, covering everything, all the expenses and stuff. But we knew that there was much more room to make more money. So the type of house that it is, 4 bedroom, 4 bath, with each bedroom having an ensuite bathroom, made it pretty equal. So we decided to, and I say I have a partner in this particular property. So we decided to optimize the space by locking off 2 of the bedrooms and offering the space also in a separate listing as a 2 bedroom, 2 bath, to attract people who are usually traveling during the week. So what you'll find is in your smaller units, and I'll go more into detail about this at the summit. So can't wait to share that with everyone. But when you have the smaller units, like a 2 bedroom, 2 bath, that usually caters to corporate travelers. They may be traveling on a weekend, or couples. Find a lot of couples and corporate travelers. So it optimizes your space during the week rather than just the weekend.
When you were saying that stuff, I was like, you know what? Wait a minute. It might be some people out here that were like me when I first was introduced to, the term short-term rental. I'm like, what in the world is that? So how about we just back up, let's reverse it
A
just a
little
little
bit,
bit
yes.
and tell us first, what is a short-term rental? You told us a
Great
little bit about
question.
who might want one, but you can blend that back in a little bit. But yes, please tell us what a short-term rental is.
Okay. So we have long-term rentals, which are what people typically have when they rent a place to live. You sign usually at least a year-long lease, and you're paying per month. Your price is locked in. There are also midterm rentals. We have a fellow colleague who does midterm rentals. Um, and I won't go into that because check her out, Kelly Kendrick. She can tell you more about midterm rentals. But short-term rentals are anywhere, when someone stays anywhere from a day to however long you set it for. Usually in the short-term rental space, we try to limit it to maybe 3 to 6 months, but that's moving to more towards the midterm space. So this is usually people staying for a weekend or staying a week or two. And so there are many ways to get into the short-term rental business. People always still refer to it as Airbnb.
Mm.
And I stay away from that term because Airbnb is just one platform that can be used to host your unit. When I say unit, I mean your property, house, apartment, condo, whatever you're utilizing. May just be a room in your house. So there are many ways to get into the business, and I'll go more into that in detail in the summit. But short-term rentals are just a short-term place for people to stay for just a brief period of time. And the advantage of that is that you make more money than a long-term rental, because in a long-term rental, the person is locked into a lease, that in that case they're a tenant, and they're paying a set rate per month no matter what happens. Short-term rental, you can up the price 3 times what it is from day to day, just based on the demand. So for instance, I said I'm in a college town, so one night may be $100 a night on a slow season, but it may be $900 a night, but if it's a high demand for that particular day. So it's much a much quicker way to make money if you're renting out your space. And when I say your space, it doesn't actually even have to be your space. Another thing I'll go into more detail about later.
Awesome. So it sounds like then maybe like the price would vary. Let's say it was a big event coming to your town,
Right,
whatever. You of course want to probably raise the price during
right,
those
based on
times.
demand. And it's a science to it, but you don't have to do it by yourself. There are platforms available to help you with your pricing, and I'll give you some options on that and different avenues you can use for pricing. But it's a whole system that goes into place. In most cases, you want to go about it running it as a business. And you asked who can do it. Anyone can do it. Have your typical real estate investors, who are usually the ones that buy properties to have the long-term tenants. I actually talk to them and convince them that short-term rentals are the best way to go. Just to make the most money out of your space, and also to make sure your space is well maintained, because any landlord knows that when you get a tenant in place, they're in there a year, you don't always know how they're taking care of your property. You may not know until the end of the lease. And by that time, you're stuck with possible damages and stuff that you'll have to spend money on repairing. But with a short-term rental, you're in there every couple of days, making sure everything is in tip-top shape. So I just feel like it's great for any investor, whether they own a property or they're wanting to buy a property to get into the short-term rental space.
Oh my goodness, girl, this is such good information because I know my a couple of my sons and friend, been thinking about doing something like an Airbnb, and I definitely love, your terminology much better, with the short-term rentals, because the Airbnb is really just the platform, right? So we don't want to call it that because then that's their stuff,
Yeah.
but
There are
short-term
many
rentals.
others. Yeah.
Exactly. So I know you're gonna be bringing us the sauce during the workshop that you're gonna, well, actually, you're gonna do it live for us. We're gonna have a live Zoom where people will actually be able to interact with you, and I'm looking forward to that and excited about that. But some of your stuff you're gonna be talking about is how to generate income and real estate and hospitality, and how to build your business through short-term rentals. So can you tell us just a little bit? We don't want to give them everything, but just a little bit of some of what you will be sharing during the workshop.
So I'm feeling really generous, and I feel like I want to give the whole process away. So
Ooh,
I
ooh.
give a little bit. I'll go into much detail as I can in the time allotted to share the entire process, and from obtaining the property, determining where to have the property, a bit about setup, what it takes to set up as far as financials, as well as being prepared, different levels of actually running the business, because you can be all hands on and be a full out host, or you could be a co-host where you can operate your business remotely, or even, being a full host, you can actually operate your business remotely. And some of that would be hiring help to help you do that. So I can talk more about what that takes as well. So I'm just giving all the game, all that I have. I'm just gonna pour it out.
That is so awesome. I'm gonna have to get your look. I'm gonna have to pay for it too. I'm gonna have to get get the goods, girl. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. So, um, I appreciate all of that. So, tell us, do you have any type of events or any offers or anything you want to tell us about today?
So, excuse me, I don't have any upcoming events at this moment, but that may change very soon. I do have some things in the pipeline that I'm ready to push out soon, in both areas of business that I work in, which is real estate as well as human resources. So, I would say I recommend everyone to follow me, especially on Instagram. That's kind of where I spend most time. And my personal Instagram account is at she_is_Faren, Faren. And I post there about both areas of business. Maven Solutions also has their own social media accounts on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram, Maven Solutions, Maven Solutions. So there is a lot to share in that regard, but just stay tuned and there's more to come. And I'm just super excited about this summit. I can't wait to hear what everyone else is talking about and
Yes.
give you. Oh, and as a bonus, I said I'm going to give the whole short-term rental game as far as I have it. Another bonus is how to obtain and maintain superhost status, because that is a big deal when you're working in Airbnb. And like I said, that's just one of the platforms, but superhost status is important. So I can give a little few tips there on how to get that superhost status.
Wow, that is awesome. And you went right into what I was going to ask next is how can they contact you? So
Yeah,
those are the best ways to contact you. Do you have an
those are the best
email,
ways to contact me.
your website? What can we go to?
Maven Solutions also has a website, www.mavensolutions.com, but we are more active on our social media accounts than on the website. So I would suggest that check that out. But me personally, like I said, I'm most active on Instagram. So at she_is_Faren, and you'll find a plethora of information from all my businesses there.
Oh, yes, I am excited, Faren. And that is so awesome that you're doing all these things. I can remember when we first met, right? And
Seems
we
so
were
long
like,
ago, doesn't
I
it?
know that didn't seem like a long time ago. We were like, oh my God, how are we gonna do all this stuff? I was like, Faren, you sure you're gonna be able to do all that? You was like, yes, boo, I got this. And I'm loving it. I'm loving watching you work this thing, girl.
You as
I'm
well.
just
Hats off to you. Thank you for being amazing enough to put this fabulous event together. I can go on and on about how excited I am about it, but just seeing it from the speaker perspective of how you have everything going and putting it out there, hats off to you doing a great job.
well, thank you so much. I had this vision a while ago, and I just think this is the time and this is the season for it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I appreciate all the information and the knowledge you share with us today. And I am definitely looking forward to seeing and being in your live Zoom workshop for the Funding Your Future Summit, girl. I am so excited. And I appreciate you being a part of it.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate you.
Yes, yes, yes. So you all see how exciting that we are about this event. So we know you better get excited too, because she
Get
is the
excited.
song along with all the other speakers that we're going to have. So as you can see, that you're going to have to go ahead and get registered as soon as possible. We have the early registration going on now. So if
This
you
is
need more
going fast.
information, yes, yes. So we are going to be posting all of her information when we post this up and send this great information out, as well as ways for you to register. So that's all we have today. We are so glad you all had a chance to join us. And until next time, everybody stay safe and God's blessings.